Yeah, good evening once again. Yesterday we were solving these equations, right? Problems on equations. Yesterday we have talked about, we have solved one question with respect to the positive marks and the negative marks allocated, right? That is done. That is done. We have solved number of wrong questions were 9, correct? So coming to this question, so all these questions are associated with number system or numeracy. Okay, but the thing is, these will tell us how to construct the equation. That is very important part of any question. We should know how to construct the equation. Once equations are there with you, then it is very easy to solve, because only algebra knowledge and arithmetic knowledge is enough to solve. But while writing the equations, it is your logic. Like, it requires more than the algebraic ability and algebraic ability and arithmetic ability. So first try to learn to form the equation first. Even while I'll be dealing with other problems like, let's say, percentages, averages and all, again we'll frame equations. You will get hundreds of opportunity to frame the equations. Okay, because we are going to solve nearly, if you consider 30 hours, more than 500 questions we are going to solve in the whole course. So make sure that you have learned the ability of making the equations. Okay, here a person P asks one of his 3 friends. There is one person P and his 3 friends. Okay, one of his 3 friends is X, as to how much money he had. Who? P is asking X. X replied, X is there, Y is there. If Y gives me 40, let's say right now X has rupees X and Y has rupees Y. If Y gives me rupees 40, that means what? Y is giving X rupees 40. So let us take this as case 1 without any exchange. Case 2 is this. Case 2, where X is getting 40 rupees extra, correct? And Y is losing 40 rupees. Y is losing 40. Yes, done. Then what will happen? Y will have, if Y gives me 40, then Y will have half as much as Z. This Y minus 40, like earlier Z had something, Z is not doing any kind of transaction, Z will remain Z. But it is telling that Y minus 40 is equal to half as much as. Understood? This is case 2. What about case 3? But if Z gives me 40, X is saying, if Z gives me 40, that means Z is losing 40, that 40 is gained by X. Y is not transacting. Yes? And these are 2 different cases. This is for case 1. Always when you are doing the transaction for this, you should not take into your mind, because if is there. If, case 1, if, again one more case. Otherwise what we will think, this is the final amount what they have. From this again we try to construct another case. No. For one if, one case. Done. Now what they are telling, after this, 3 of us will have equal amounts. Correct? Yes or no? This is one equation. Yes? Tell me yes or no. Yeah. Another equation, is this. But totally how many equations are there? How many equations are there? How many equations are there? Tell proudly, tell bravely. 2 equations? I don't agree. 3? I don't agree. There are 4 equations totally. This is one, done. One more equation is this. One more is this. One more is this. Yeah. So 3 different terms, 3 equations we'll get. Okay, done? Yeah. So now we'll see to solve this. 3 variables. At the max we need how many? 3 equations. But we have 4 equations. Actually they are extra equations. That's okay. That's okay. So what we'll do now, we'll try to solve one by one. So basically we will try for one variable, then we'll go for other variables. Already we have the equation for y and z here. Yes. Equation for y and z here. I'll take one more equation which will be consisting of y and z. I'll take only this much. What is that? Y is equal to z minus 40. Y is equal to z minus 40. These 2 equations. Now 2 equations in 2 variables. Can we solve? Solve. I'm not going to teach you this, okay? There are 2 methods. One is substitution method. Another is cancellation method. And it is better if you find out y out of these equations. It is better you find out y first. Then I'll tell you how to find out z. Okay? Find out y first. I have told you while solving for the equations, whatever the variable you want, you keep it. Other variables, you discard or kick them out somehow. So I want y. I want to replace z with the terms of y. Okay? How I can do? Keep z here. Keep z here. Bring 40 this side. Y minus 40 is equal to z. So plus y plus 40 equal to z. Put this z here. So what will this equation become? Y minus 40 is equal to y plus 40 by 2. Y plus 40 by 2. Yes. Bring this to this side. 2y minus 80 is equal to y plus 40. Bring y this side. 2y minus y is equal to y. 80 this side. It will become, minus 80 will become plus 80. 120. So y is equal to what? 120. Y is equal to 120. See, when we get 2 equations in 2 variables, the job is done. Just you have to solve for those equations. There your arithmetic calculation, arithmetic operations have to be proper. While taking from LHS to RHS, RHS to LHS, you should be careful. Plus will become minus, minus will become plus, division will become multiplication, multiplication will become division. And you should also know how to cancel. Okay? Y is equal to 120. Look at this. Look at this. If I put 120 here, if I put 120 here, what will be x? If this is 120, x plus 40 is equal to 120. X plus 40 is equal to 120. So, x is equal to 80. Similarly, 120 is equal to z minus 40. 120 is equal to z minus 40. So, z is equal to 160. Done? x 80, y 120, z 160. So totally, that is what they are asking. No, total how much they have together? How much they have together? 360. X80, Y120 and Z160. Only thing here, we have 3 variables. We have to get 3 equations, but here we have got 4 equations. Out of that, choose 2 first to get the values of those 2 variables. Here I preferred Y because Y can be connected to both X and Z easily. Even if you find out Z, you can easily get Y and X later, no issues. But here directly we'll get X and Z without any trouble. Okay, understood? Fine? Yeah. Next. Here I don't want you to write anything for this question. I just want you to observe. Let PQ, R and S be natural numbers. Be natural numbers. That means no negative integers, only positive integers. Such that P minus 2016 is equal to Q plus 2017 is equal to R minus 2018 is equal to S plus 2019. Consider any 2 terms now. Consider these 2, P and Q. Always when you are comparing many variables, no, better have a competition between 2, choose one, discard one, again go for the next competition with the winner. You always have to do this one. At a time, if you consider all 4, you will waste time. Take 2, get the winner, again make that winner fight with the other, again get the winner, and finally go for the final variable. That way it is easy to get the highest one. So here they are asking which of them is the largest number. Which of them is the largest number? Consider only P and Q. Tell me which is greater, P or Q. Think about only the variable, not about the expression. P is larger or Q is larger? P? Yeah? Why? Why? Just you liked it? P has enough to lose. P has enough to lose. Even after losing 2016 rupees, let's say. Even after losing 2016 rupees, it will equate with Q, but to get the same amount, Q has to have 2017 extra. This has more to lose. It can lose, but this has to gain. Among P and Q, P has lot to lose. That is why it is losing. After Q gains something, then only it is matching to the standard of Q, standard of P. Getting my point? So in these two, P is greater. Yes or no? Simple. I have certain amount, she has certain amount. If I give 5 rupees to someone, and if she gets 6 rupees from someone, then our amount will be equal. If I give 5 rupees from my end to others, and if she takes 6 rupees from other, then only our amounts are matching. Who is having more? Me, right? Simple. Here, bigger number will confuse us. That's it. 2016, 2017, they will confuse us. Simple, no? I am giving 5 rupees. She is taking 6 rupees from someone. Yeah? So Q is gone. Similarly, R and S. Why I am taking R and S? Because R can lose, S can gain. R can lose, R has enough to lose. So among R and S, which is having larger? So S is not. Now, among P and R, P can lose 2016 and R can lose 2018. R is greater, because it can afford losing 2 more rupees. It has more. So R is the winner. If you write the equations here, there are 4 terms, 3 equal to marks. You can write 6 equations out of this one. 6 equations out of this one. But you are not going to get the answer very easily because you don't know what to do next. Understand? So, better you apply your brains before writing anything onto the paper. Such problems have to be solved without pen and paper. Understood? The method I told, is it easy? First, decide between 2 terms. The term with plus, it always wants. The term with minus, it is ready to lose. It is ready to lose because it has more. That's it. And between 2 minuses, one entity which can lose more, that is having highest. That's it. Okay. So here answer is R. Next. If x minus y is equal to 8, x minus y is equal to 8, then which of the following must be true? Both x and y must be positive for any value of x and y. Both x and y should be positive, it is select. One example I'll take. X is 10 and y is 2. Both are positive values. Both are positive values. Suppose if I take this one as 6, x as 6. After subtracting y, I should get 8. How much I should subtract? Minus 2 I can subtract. So y can attain the value of minus 2. So this one is wrong. Both must be positive. No need. Both can be positive. One can be positive, other can be negative. Both can be negative also. Getting my point? Both can be negative also. Yeah. For example, this x minus y is equal to 8. If I take this one as minus 10, what should I take here? Sorry, minus 18 I have to take. If this is minus 10, I have to take minus 18. So it will become what? Minus 10 plus 18 is equal to 8. Apply your mind. See, in such cases, you should think of all angles. Both x and y, take positive, check. Both x and y, take negative, check. Here, we have only one thing to rule out. You should see to it that at least one of them is negative. Can one of them be negative? If you prove that, this statement is gone. You should always try to rule out. Always try to rule out. So both need not be positive. One can be negative, other can be positive, or both can be negative also. So this is gone. If x is positive, y must be negative. If x is positive, y must be negative. Is it so? Let's say if x is, that is what, not 10. Y is positive, no? There is no compulsion that if x is positive, y has to be negative. No compulsion. So this is also ruled out. If x is negative, y must be positive for any value of x and y. If x is negative, they are telling y must be positive. In this case, what I have done? Both are negative. So, if you understand the fact that in this equation, both can be positive, both can be negative, any one of them can be negative, any one of them can be positive. If you understand this much, you can negate all these 3 statements. Yes? Yes? So, option like it has been wrongly typed, so it is none of them. None of them. Okay, fine. Yeah. This is very good question. If x is between -3 and -1, if you write the number line, 0, -1, -2 and -3. This is the range of x. This is the range of x. Okay. Then y is between -1 and 1. Yes. Now they are asking, then x square minus y square is in between. See, x square minus y square, it will be having one maximum value and one minimum value, correct? One maximum value, one minimum value. Since both are squares here, you take any positive number or any negative number, when we make the square, it is going to be positive only. Positive number minus positive number. Positive number minus positive number. Okay. If I take x square as the maximum possible value, if I get the value of x square as the maximum value, if I get the y square value as the minimum value, then I'll get the maximum value for this expression. Yes or no? I am subtracting y square from x square. I have to assume the maximum value for this and minimum value for this. Then only I am going to assume the highest value for the entire equation. If I assume the highest value for y square and the lowest value for x square, then I am going to get the lowest value for the entire equation. Okay. So let us get the highest value of x square. -3 here, this end -1. If you take x square, what will be the maximum value of x square? Maximum value. Maximum value of x square. How much? 9. Minimum value of x square? 1, sure? Yes or no? Then maximum value of y square? 1. Minimum value of y square? I am not asking the value of y. I am asking the value of y square. Always the graph of squares, it come like, so when the value of y is 0, then we get, or let's say x value is 0, then we are going to get the least value. So y square value can be 0. Now, to get the maximum value of this expression, I have to take the maximum value of x square and subtract the minimum value of y square. Then the maximum value is how much? 9. Yes? Then to get the minimum value of this expression, take the minimum value of x square and subtract the maximum value of y square from it. 1 minus 1. Yes? So what is the range of this equation? 0 and 9. See, here they are asking the range of this one. But to know the range of this particular expression, you have to know the individual ranges of x square and y square. While you are knowing the ranges of x square and y square, you should know the range of x. So first we are knowing the range of x, range of y, then we are knowing the range of x square, then we are knowing the range of y square, then we are knowing the range of x square minus y square. So we are totally seeing 3 ranges. But in the exam hall, due to time constraint, people will jumble up. People will jumble up. The very common mistake would be this. They will write y square is equal to 1 because they will consider this as the least value, and y square minus 1 whole square, they will not consider this because it is in the middle. Okay, that is the maximum mistake that people can do. Okay, fine. See, after practice, after you see such questions again and again, then only you will be very much familiar. I can't take one such question and like practice for 2-3 hours. No, we can't afford that much time. Basically, you can't afford. We can afford. We don't have any other, like any other business than teaching. You come for 10 hours for this case only, I'm going to teach you. But you don't have that much time. That is why we have to strike the balance between the time and what we are teaching. Okay? This is very good question. This is actually question associated with puzzle also. Puzzle. This I am talking about equations only, right? Actually, yeah. A frog tries to come out of dried well 4.5 meter deep. The well is 4.5 meter deep and with slippery walls. Every time the frog jumps 30 centimeter, every time the frog jumps 30 centimeter, it slips back or slides down by 15 centimeter. So what is the elevation gain for that? In one jump, how much it is gaining? 15 centimeter. So every time it jumps and slips back, it is gaining 15 centimeter. But totally, how much is the height of the wall? 4.5 meter. Convert into centimeters. 450 centimeters. But every time it is gaining the elevation of only 15 centimeter. So what is the value for this? 30. Looks so simple. That is why this answer is wrong. If there is no sliding back or slipping back, if it was just like one jump, second jump, third jump, it would have easily crossed. But after every jump, it is slipping back. Trust me, in such cases, it is not the exact number of jumps what we get. It is usually lesser than this. Because, let's say, this is the brim of the well, and the frog is somewhere here. Let's say it is maybe 10 centimeter away or 20 centimeter away from the top. If it jumps, it will be out of the well, no? Because it jumps 30 centimeter. It is out of the well. There is no question of slipping back. According to our mathematical solution here, after it jumps, it will slip back. Let's say it jumps, slip back. From air it cannot slip, no? It will be out of the well. So, it is not 30 times. In such cases, always go 2 steps back. Always go 2 steps back. Let's say 28 steps. I am not telling you the answer. I am asking you to check 28 times. After 28th time, what will be the elevation gain of this frog? Every time it is gaining 15 centimeter. So this is 28th jump. So how many centimeters it has gained? 420 centimeter after 28th jump. Now 420 centimeter. It is at 420 centimeters after 28 jumps. Now, how far is it from the top of the well? 30 centimeter. It will make the 29th jump. It is on the top of the well, no? Don't ask me, sir, 2 legs will be back. Huh? Even the top is slippery. I don't have answer for that. Okay. So, in the 29th jump, it is on the top of the well. It crosses. That's it. So it requires 29. So it is not the question of quantitative aptitude alone. It is also a question of logical reasoning. How do you imagine the things? Yes, done. So it can be anything. It can be well, it can be wall, it can be pole, anything. Such questions are appearing. Okay, done. Simple. Calculate the mathematical answer, goes two steps back and check practically what exactly is the scene. So in this case, 30 is the mathematical answer, but check 28th step, where exactly is that? In the 29th step, it will cross. Okay. For this, I will directly write the equation. Rajesh and Rakesh together bought 10 balls and 10 rackets. 10 balls and 10 rackets together. Rakesh spent 1,800 and Rajesh spent 1,500. So totally how much they spent? 3,300. If each racket costs 3 times ball does, so write the first equation. Cost of a racket is equal to 3 times the ball. Isn't it correct? Cost of a racket, R, is equal to 3 times the cost of ball. Yes or no? Now one more equation that we have to construct. Already they have given 10 rackets and 10 balls. So what I can write? 10 rackets plus 10 balls totally costed as how much? How much? 3,300. Very good. Now we have two equations. Yes. What they want at the end? Price of a racket. In these equations, I have to retain R, not B. Kick out B. So here B is there, right? B. Try to write in terms of R. So how do you write? B is equal to R by 3. Substitute this value of B into B. Yes. So what do we get? 10R plus 10R by 3, 10R by 3 is equal to 3,300. Solve for the equation. Take 3 as the LCM, take it that side. So it will become 30R plus 10R is equal to how much? Correct, no? Is equal to 9,900. $40R is equal to 9,900. R is equal to 9,900 divided by 40. Cancel. What should be the answer? Something is wrong. Yeah. Did I make anything wrong here? Yeah, LCM, no. LCM, if I take LCM, I'll tell you. 3 will come, it will become 30, it will become 10. 3 will go and get multiplied here. I have skipped that. See, if this is 3, 3 tens up. This is what, no? I have skipped this. I'll check with the original question. I'll check. Okay, here it is a final, the value will be 247.5. I'll check. Okay. See, the method is fine. Options are wrong, or maybe some facts in the questions are wrong. But take this as one question. Okay. Either question has to be wrong or options have to be wrong. Both can't be wrong together. Okay. Because we have got one answer here. Yep. Sunita cuts a sheet of paper into 3 pieces. It is at 49th, okay? By mistake, I had printed there, so I have accommodated here. 49th position. Sunita cuts a sheet of paper into 3 pieces. Let us take those 3 pieces as X, Y, Z. Length of the first piece is equal to the average of the, just one average of the 3 single digit odd prime numbers. X is average of 3 single digit odd prime numbers. Tell me single digit odd prime numbers. 3, 5, 7. What is the average of 3, 5, 7? Anyways, I'll teach you what is an average. But for now, I think you can answer. 3, 5, 7. What is the average? 3 plus 5 plus 7. Divide by 3. What is average? Sum divided by number of elements, no? 5. So X is equal to 5. I'll teach you average. Then you can verify whether the average is 5 or not. Okay. Then, length of the second piece is equal to that of the first plus, first means 5, don't take X again, already we have the value, plus 1/3 of the third. 1/3 of the third. Can I write Z divided by 3? Z divided by 3? Yes. Can we get the value of Z here? We can get. Let's wait for other thing. The third piece, Z, is as long as other 2 pieces together. Other 2 pieces, X and Y, no? 5 plus Z by 3. Now, the length of the original sheet of paper. Length of the original sheet of paper. X plus Y plus Z. X plus Y plus Z. It is equal to first 5, then did I miss something? 5 plus Sunita cuts length of the first piece is equal to the average of the, okay. Length of the second piece is equal to that of the first plus 1/3 of the third, okay. The third piece is as long as the, yeah, see, look at this. How many variables are there in this equation? This equation, 1. How many equations are there? 1. Can we get the Z value here? So bring Z this side, Z by 3. Z minus Z by 3 is equal to 10. This is Z, okay? Don't confuse with 2. And you also be careful while writing Z and 2. While you are revising, you don't know what you have written, okay? Z minus Z by 3 is equal to 2Z by 3, yeah, is equal to 10. Z is equal to 10 into 3 by 2. 2 ones are 2 5s are. So Z is equal to 15. Z is equal to 15. Cool, no? Now we have got Z is equal to 15. So I'll put 15 here. What about Y? 5 plus Z by 3. 5 plus 15 by 3. 5 plus 15 by 3 is 5 plus 5. So Z, Y value is, so totally it is 30. 30 units totally. See, first we wrote 3 equations. From the third equation, we got the value of Z. Then we determine the sum of all the pieces. Okay? Yes, no, maybe, can be. Again, this is a question of common sense, not arithmetic at all. You will be happy, no, when I say common sense? Because you don't have to write. Yeah. There are 2 classes, A and B, having 25 and 30 students respectively. In class A, make it class A. Make it class A. In class A, the highest score is 21 and the lowest score is 17. Highest score is 21 and the lowest score is 17. In the class B, highest score is 30 and lowest score is 22. Which class is performing better? Be sure. Yes or no? B is performing better? Yes or no? I think this is the common phenomena. Even in our school, like class B was performing because I was from class B. Okay. Seriously, I have seen many times. Always the class B. Yes, you are from class B. Good, good. How many are from class A? Oh. 21 and 17 are the maximum and minimum scores of class A. Here, maximum score is 30 and minimum score is 22. Here, the worst performer is scoring 22. Here, the best performer is scoring 21. Yes or no? That is why this class is performing well. Because even the best of them is getting 21. Here, the worst of them is getting 22. Yes? Now, consider the statements. The average score of class B will definitely decrease. They are sending. Class A is sending some students to class B. Yes? Average score of class B is not the problem of average at all. Don't worry. Average score of class B will definitely decrease. Wait, 4 students are shifted from class A to class B. Class A is weaker. Yeah, performance is lesser. Even the best of them is lesser than the worst of class B. Yes? And those students are, you don't worry which students are going. Let us say the best student only is going. Best student with 21 mark going to class B. The newer person, when you add, definitely the overall performance of the class will decrease, right? Even the best of the performer is going from class A to class B. Their overall performance will come down. Getting my point? You are not sure? Not convinced? See, finally average is what? Sum of all numbers divided by the number of entities, correct? So far in class B, up to this point, everything was fine. If you take the average, definitely it was better than 22, right? Now new person is coming with score 21. And definitely his number will also increase, right? It is not just the marks. Even the number of persons is increasing. So the average of the entire class will come down for sure. Getting my point? Yes. Then second, the average score of class A will definitely increase. Average score of class A will definitely increase. See, in the first case, send whomever to class B. Send whomever to class B. Definitely, a person going from class A is performing lesser than class B. Definitely, the average of the class B will come down. Yes. While you check the average performance of class A. What if they have sent the worst performers of that class? Getting my point? What if they have sent the worst performers of that class? So the weaker people have gone there, na? Weaker people have gone there. So class A's performance will be increased. So what they are telling, it is definitely, this is the key. This is the key. If they send the weakest of the people, their performance will increase. If they have sent the best of their performance to class B, their value will decrease. But since they have given definitely, we can't say. We can't say. If they had given, it can increase. Yeah, there are chances that it can. When they are telling, will definitely increase, we can't say. But first case, yes, class B will be affected adversely because the worst performers are coming. Yes or no? But while you are checking for class A, you don't know whether your best performers are going or the worst performers are going or the average people are going. We can't decide the fate of class A. You don't know. But when the weakest or even the best people from class A go to class B, then it will affect the performance of class B there. We can't say about class A, but class B will be affected for sure. Okay. So when they have given, definitely we can't say. So that is why this statement would be wrong. So one only is the answer. You take time, think aram se, spend whole night with this problem. I don't have a problem. Okay, fine. Think. Imagine the situation. Two situation. This is also a very good problem. Pay attention. I will solve. Then you will write. If x is greater than or equal to 25. X is greater than or equal to 25. That means what? In number line, let's say this is 0, this is 25. So x starts from here, correct? X is greater than or equal to 25. It can assume any value from 25. Then y is lesser than or equal to 40. Let us assume this as 40. 25. Y's value is lesser than or equal to, y's value is lesser than or equal to 40. Y's range will begin from here and goes left. X range will begin from here and goes right. Okay. Now verify this one. Then which one of the following is always correct? X is greater than y. Always. X is greater than y always. If x is here, y is here, then x is lesser than y, no? X is not always greater than y. Then y minus x is greater than 15. Y minus x is greater than 15. They are telling y minus x is greater than 15. That means what? Assume the highest value for y and assume the lowest value for x, then check, and vice versa you do. Let's say y's best value is what? 40. X worst value, is it greater than 50? 15? It is equal to 15. It is not greater than 15. So we can't say this. Yes? Now, y minus x is less than or equal to 15. We saw it, right? It cannot cross. Wait. Y minus x is greater than 15. It is saying y minus x is less than or equal to 15. Wait. Y minus x is greater than 15. They are giving greater than, right? Yes or no? And they are telling, is it always? We checked only one case. Best value of y and the worst value of x. It is okay, but it is not end of it. Assume the best value for x. It can be anything, no? X. Let's say 100. Worst value for y. Take anything 0, let's say 0. 0 minus 100 is what? It is not greater than 15. It will be lesser than 15. In this case, yes, this is okay, but they are asking always. It is not always correct. Similarly, y minus x is less than or equal to 15. Here only we saw, no? Y minus x is greater than 15. So even this is wrong. Y minus x is lesser than or equal to 15. But here we have proved that y minus x is greater than 15. Then it is also wrong. Equal? Less than or equal to. It is saying it is always less than or equal to 15. But here we have proved, no? Y minus x can be greater than 15.
It's equal to 41.
Okay.
But if we take 14 minus 20, it can be greater.
See, here, this is what? I'll come one by one, okay? Here, this is equal to 15. It is not greater. It is telling what? Y minus x is greater than 15. Is it correct? No. Gone? So it is equal and it can be less than 15 also. Correct. Yeah. Y minus x is less than? Yes. Or equal to? Yes. It cannot be greater than 15. Yeah, correct. Sometimes the brain fade. This is correct. Then you need not check this. But if you want to check, you can check. X plus y is greater than or equal to 65. The best value of this is what? 40. The worst value of this is? Yes. So they are asking what? X plus y is greater than or equal to 65. It cannot be. What if y is too far minus and x is only here? Then it will be negative. So this also wrong. Be careful, okay? Yeah. Here in the flow I wrote this is greater than. Okay? This is equal to. It is not greater. So this is wrong and this is right. These are deadly opposite, no? This is saying greater than, it is saying lesser than or equal to. One of them has to be right. One of them has to be right. Missing digits, this is fun again. It is logical reasoning also. It is what? It is kind of arithmetic also. And such questions are repeating a lot these years. Every year I am seeing 2 questions. Missing digits. Okay, here there is one, 3p plus 4p plus pp plus pp is equal to r q 2. Okay. Same digit is repeating for 4 times. Same digit is repeating for 4 times, right? Think of a number, when we multiply it by 4, it gives the digit 2 at the end. 4 into what will give us? If you think of 1, 4. Think of 2, 8. Think of 3. So, P can be 3. But you should not get blind there. You should look for other options also. 4 5s are 20. 4 4s are 16. 4 5s are 20. 4 6s are 24. 4 7s are 28. 4 8s are 32. So P can be 8 also. So we have 2 options. 4 9s are 36. Done. Okay. So check. First check for 3. 33. 43. 33. 33. Look at the sum. 12. Then how much? 1. 142. Will it satisfy? Satisfy, right? Yes or no? This will satisfy. This is one value. Another chance. 38, 48, 88 and 88. Total 8 4s are 32. 3 plus 4, 7. 7 plus 3, 10. 10 plus 16, 262. 2 values, 142 and 262. What they are asking? Arithmetic mean. That is average. Average of 142. 142 plus 262 divided by 2. Yes or no? I'll teach you average, don't worry. Then you can verify whether my answer is right or not. Yeah, 142 and 262. Average is 142 plus 262 by 2. This is 404 by 2. That is equal to 202. Fun? But sometimes it can be otherwise also. You will get stuck here. And the biggest problem in CSAT paper is ego. Biggest problem is ego. You have to be aware of the time when you are solving the problem. If you are stuck for 1 minute, you have to skip the question. No matter in which stage you are, you will be feeling like one more attempt, one more attempt, one more attempt. 6 attempts will be gone. Yeah? Be sure about time. If you are crossing 1 minute with single question without any clue, skip. Because easier questions are waiting for you. Sometimes you don't see last 20 questions at all. You'll be fighting with your ego in the starting questions only. Be smart. Look for easier questions. Solve. Get over. Yeah. For example, a simple problem will be there. 2 plus 2. Simple problem. And this is practical thing I am telling you. When your mind is not working, even 2 plus 2, 4 will not be flashing to your mind. Sometimes it will be flashing like 1, sometimes it will be flashing like 8. Something else will be flashing because your mind will not be fresh, or like you are stuck very badly there. You have to take it to you. It's okay. This problem is getting tougher for me. I'll skip this and I'll go to the next question. When the time is there, you come back to that question. You can solve that question within seconds. So, while you are solving 2 plus 2, you will get stuck if you think that you were school topper, you were college topper, you were university topper, you were maths Olympiad, all that thing. It will take to negative emotions. Then you will lose focus, you will get emotional, you will do very badly in the paper. Be smart. How much you want? 66. Those many questions are waiting for you. Go there. Why to get stuck with ego? Okay. Next. Similar thing. Here there is one mistake. This is P plus R by Q. It has to be P plus R by Q. PQ into 3. PQ into 3 is equal to RQQ. You are multiplying a number with 3 and you are getting the same number repeated in the answer. You are multiplying 3 with a number and the same number is repeating here. What all are the options that we have? What all are the options that we have? Start with 0. If Q is 0, 3 into 0, 0. Possible? Possible or not? Yes or no? So Q can be 0. Let us check. Let us check. 1 3s are 3. No. It has to be 1. No. 2 3s are 6. No. 3 3s are 9. No. 4 3s are 12. No. 5 3s are 15. Yes. So Q can be 5. Q can be 5. Yes or no? We'll think of the second digit later. We'll think of the second digit later. Okay. Now, these are two options. Again, 3 6 are 18, will not satisfy. 3 7s are 21, 3 8s are 24, 3 9s are 27. It will not satisfy. First, let us try with this. P0 into 3 is equal to R00. R00. What will be the value of P maximum? Maximum value of P? Which one? Correct. I have not solved it. This is just kept like that. Okay. So, what can be the range of values for P? I am just asking, don't consider all that thing. P can assume how many values totally? I will not punish you if you tell loudly. Forget about the question. P is a variable. How many values it can assume P? I am asking a question not pertaining to this question. 10 values, right? From where to where? 0 to 9, pakka. Okay, consider the least value, 0. 0 into 3, 0. They are telling what? They are not equal to 0. So 0 is not an option for us at all. Then? Correct. If you assume this as 0, 3 into 0, 0, this also 0, everything will 0. So, 0 is not an option for us. For what? For P. for P. Correct? So finally, we are dropping the idea of this 0 at all. Yes or no? You have to agree with me. Yeah? Then, what is the highest value that we can assign? 9. Let's say 9 threes are 27. This is already 0. This is already 0. So basically 0 will not apply. Think of only now. P5 into 3 is equal to R55. So how do you solve? You write a number into 3. 3 5s are 15. Carry is 1. Think of P when it gets multiplied with 3, and when we add 1, it will have the end digit as 5. Finally, it has to be 5. Before adding carry to it, it should be 4. In the multiplication table of 3, which number will end with 4? 3 8s are 24. 3 8s are 24 plus 1. It will be what? 255. So P value is 8. See, the clue is here. This is 5, this is 5, and this is 5. 3 5s are 15. We carry 1. This has to be added. Before we add this 1, the number what we are getting after the multiplication of these two should be ending with 4. In the multiplication table of 3, which number will end with 4? 3 8s are 24. So P is equal to 8. P is equal to 8. 3 8s are 24 plus 1, 25. What is this? P is 8 and R is 2. So P is 8, Q is 5, and R is 2. It looks very easy, but it has two things. One thing is, when you multiply 3 with one number, the same number has to come as the last digit. So that is 3 5s. Second thing, when you add carry of 1, again the last digit should be 5. So 3 into what will give you the 4 at the last digit? 3 8s are 24. Okay. So P is 8, Q is 5, and R is 2. Find the value of P plus R by Q. P plus R is 10 divided by 5. Okay. This one. At 1 at 5 at and at 1. Correct? It should give us 1 at. Okay. Think of a number when we multiply it by 4, and add with 1, it will give the same number. Again, start with 1 or start with 0. 0 into 4, 0 plus 1. It cannot be 0. Now 2. 2 4s are 8. 8 plus 1. 9. 3. 3 4s are 12. 12 plus 1. 13. So 3 can be the value. Now go for 4. Don't be blind about 3. Check other options also. 4 4s are 16 plus 1. 17. No. 5 4s are 20 plus 1. No. 6 4s are 24 plus 1. No. 7 4s are 28 plus 1. No. 8 4s are 32 plus 1. 33. No. 9 4s are 36 plus 1. 37. No. So finally 3 is the value. You can verify later. We are correct, right? Yeah. So it will become 3. It will become 3, it will become 1. So totally 3 plus 13 plus 53 plus 33 plus 31 should give us the value of 133. Done? So always we are having the options around 3 only. 3 is such a number which can be used in many tricks. Many tricks. Okay, fine. So when you are thinking of such problems, keep 3 in mind. And it is not the ultimate solution. Wherever you get, you take 3. No. Think of 3 first. Okay? Because 3 and 9 are such a beautiful numbers, 3 and 9. Over the period of time, when you calculate, when you find the pattern, no? 3 and 9 are like, we have a lot of usage of them in the number system. 3 and 9. Quick. At, 1 at, 2 at 3, at 1. They are giving us 2, 1 at. Yeah. 3 into some number plus 4. 3 into some number plus 4. Giving us again the same number. I told you 3, no? Think of 3. Check with 1 also. I don't have a problem. 1 3s are 3 plus 3 plus 1, 7, no. 2 3s are 6 plus 3 plus 1, 10, no. 3 3s are 9 plus 3 plus 1, 13. But don't be blind about 3. Go for other options also. So basically what it is telling, 3 times of at plus 4 is giving us something at here. Yes? 3 times of at. So this is how we have to think. Now check with 4. 4 3s are 12 plus 4, 16. 5 3s are 15 plus 4, 19. 6 3s are 18 plus 4, 22, no. 7 3s are 21 plus 4, 25, no. 8 3s are 24 plus 4, 28. Yeah. It is giving 8. I told you, check with 3, but don't be blind about 3. So at can be 3, at can be 8. Yes? Now, here this is done. Here this is done. We'll finally decide depending upon this one. Yeah? Here, finally we have to get what? 21. And if you assume 3 here, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, and 3, 1. What will be the total? 13, 1 carry. Will it satisfy? No. Now answer is 8. Verify. 8, 18, 28, 83, and 81. And here only we can decide, no? 1, 2, 3, 3. It will give us the sum 9. Even if you get carry 3 or 4 or 5, it will not satisfy. So you can decide upon 8. Here, 8 3s are 24 plus 4, 28, 2. So total 21. 2, 1, 8. Yeah. One 3 6. 136 is added to 5B7 and the sum is 7A3. This AC is working. Because in the evening that glass will have greenhouse effect here, not here. And this board also radiates radiation. 6 plus 7, 13, correct? One carry. Before writing, completely observe. Then you can write. Yeah. 6 plus 7 is equal to 13. 3 plus b plus 1. Already we have to add 4 plus b. Look here, 1 plus 5 is giving us 7. That means what? We have to carry. That means this sum should be more than 10. Yes? This sum should be more than 10. Yes or no? And they are telling 7a3 is divisible by 3. 7a3 is divisible by 3. Then what should be the sum of these digits? They should be divisible by 3. Already 7 plus 3, 10. 10 plus a. What all values that we can have for a? If it is divisible by 3, first is 2. Next is 5. Next is 8. A's value can be 2, 5 and 8. If you think of 2 here, 2. 3 plus 1 is already what? 4. If it is 2, then b will be what? 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus b is getting 12. So if a is 2, b would be 8. This is one option. Then, if a is 5, 3 plus 1 is 4. What should be the value of b? 3 plus 1 is 4. A is 5. B 11. Can we write 11 there? It is single digit number. So we cannot satisfy. What about 8? If this is 8, 3 plus 1 already 4. B has to be 4. Actually B has to be 14. We cannot write there. So A is 2 and B is 8. What they are asking? Value of B is 8. But these three options you have to check. Or here only, if you want to take a carry, this sum must be more than 10 or 10 or more. Already we have 4. Value of B must cross 6. Must cross 6. Yes. So only one value more than 6, that is 8. Yes. A3BC and DE2F and all other digits are more than 3, are greater than 3. Already we have used 2, we have used 3. All other letters are representing what? More than 3. That means it can be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6 letters are there and 6 options are there. Yes. 2 and 3 are already used. 6 letters are there. We have 6 options. Okay. And the sum is 1, 5, 9, 0, 2. 1, 5, 9, 0, 2. All the numbers are more than 3. If you want to get the value of 2 here, it should be 1, 1 or 0, 2 or 2, 0. But we don't have that option. So when we have 2 here, we have to carry 1 because we are going for 12 now. We are going for 12. 2 is not satisfying. So we have to go for 12. Correct? Don't worry about these numbers now, because here we can ascertain the value of B. B plus 2 plus 1 is giving us what? Actually, it is not 0. 10. So B value is equal to, B's value is 7. Yes? Yeah. Then 3 plus E plus 1 is giving me 9. What is the value of E? 5. Can you assume 15 there? No, right? So E value is 5. So there is no carry from here. There is no carry from here. So A plus D is equal to 15. A plus D is equal to 15. Think of two numbers which give us the sum of 15. 7 plus 8, 9 plus 6, or 6 plus 9, 8 plus 7, vice versa. But already 7 is consumed here, no? B is 7. So this is ruled out. Now only option is what? 9 and 6. But you can assign 9 to any of them. A can be 9 or D can be 9. A can be 6 or D can be 6. They are not telling you that this should be A or this should be D. Sum is 15, that's it. And finally what they are asking? Difference between A and D. Difference between A and D. How much? 3. But it needs lot of patience and calculation. First of all, you have to decide here. Since all the numbers are more than 3, C and F will add to 12. That we have to ascertain. So one carry is going, we can get the value of B, we can get the value of E. From this place, we'll get to know that there is no carry. When there is no carry, A plus D is equal to 15. So the possible values of A and D, 7, 8 or 6, 9 or vice versa. Yeah. So the difference is what? Already 7 is consumed. So 7, 8 cannot be considered. Only 9 and 6 or 6 and 9 can be considered. So difference between A and D is 3. Yeah. While I was telling you about the importance of base system 10, I told you, right? We use base 10? No? That means what? We use 0 to 9. From 10, we repeat every digit again. Yes? So we use 10 system. What are the factors of 10? What are the factors of 10? 1 and 10 first, then 2 and 5. Since we have the factors of 10 as 2 and 5, they help us a lot. They help us a lot in calculation. Wherever 5 is coming, you can take the use of 2. Wherever 2 is coming, you can take the use of 5, that too in multiplication and division. Okay. Here, I'll tell you one simple thing. Take any expression like this into this, into this, into this, whatever it is. If you get 1 0 in the answer at the end, 1 0 answer in the end, in these numbers, there should be 1 2 and there should be at least 1 5 to get the product of 0. In the factors, when you factorize all the given numbers, at least 1 2 should be there, at least 1 5 should be there to get the product of 10. So write this one under number of zeros. Number of zeros is equal to the pair of 2, 5 in the factors of multiplying terms. in the factors of multiplying terms. Getting my point? Let's say in an expression, there are two twos and two fives. There are two twos and two fives. How many zeros will get? There are two pairs of 2 and 5. How many zeros will get? See, 10 is 2 into 5, correct? 100 is 2 into 2 into 5 into 5. 1000 is what? 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 5 into 5. Correct? How many pairs? One pair, 1 0. Two pairs, 2 zeros. Three pairs, 3 zeros. As simple as that. The number of twos and number of fives that you get, and you have to make club. How many pairs are there? Those many zeros will come. Okay. For example, if there are three fives and 1 2. How many zeros will come? 1 0. There are 3 twos and 1 5. How many zeros will come? There are 4 twos and 2 fives. Understood? Totally pair have to be there. We don't want bachelors. Okay, there have to be pairs. No matter how many bachelors are there, they are not productive. Okay, we need pairs. Okay, so we'll check this question. How many zeros are there at the end of the product of the first 12 multiples of 5? Where do we start? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. If you do the product of this, you will need one night. If you are alive in the morning, you will get the answer. But let us not try that one. Let us look for the number of fives and number of twos here. Yes? Now tell me, how many fives are there and how many twos are there? Here? How many fives are there? Give me. 8 fives. I am not asking the fives that are printed at the end. How did I write 10? 2 into 5, na? I am asking the factors. In every number there are factors, no? Check those factors. How many fives will get? How many? I am asking only 5 now. 1? Yes? Here? 1. 5 threes are. 5 fives are. We get 2. 6. Total 11, right? So far 11. No, 10. Up to here 10, right? Here 12. In 50, how do you write? 2 into 5 into 5. So here 12, 13, 14. So totally 14 fives are there. 14 fives. What about twos? Here no 2. Here 1. Here how many? Here how many twos? This number is divisible by 2 only, right? Not 4. What about this? In 40, how many twos are there? 40 is divisible by 8. 3 twos are there. 2 into 2 into 2. So totally 7 now. Here no. Here 8. Here no. Here 60. It is divisible by 4. So totally we have 10. We have 10 zeros. 14 fives and 10 zeros. So how many zeros will get in the expression? How many zeros we get in the expression? Array, I have written answer here. 14 fives and 10 zeros. So if you multiply all these terms, what is the number of zeros we get? 10. Yeah, we can make 10 pairs, no? So answer is 10. Okay? Yeah. What is the remainder when these many numbers are divided by 100? These many numbers are divided by 100. Again, go with the same logic. How many zeros are there? How many zeros are there? Think of number of twos. Is there any number 2 here? 1. 1, 2. Here? No. Then think of fives. 1, 5. Enough? No. Only 1, 2 is there. Even if you find 10 fives, there is no use. 1, 2 is there. So you have to see whether one more 5 is there or not. So 1, 2 and 1, 5. Product will be what? Single zero. So any number ending with 0 and you divide that number by 100. What should be the remainder? Any number ending with 0, not double zero, single zero, and you are dividing that number by 100. What should be the remainder? That remainder should be having single zero. For example, 140 divided by 100. What is the remainder? 40. Yep. So basically the remainder should be having 1 0 among the given options. Which number is having the remainder as 0? I mean, which remainder is consisting of 0? That is the answer. You don't go for the sum here. You don't go for the sum here. Simple thing. This product is ending with 1 0. When you divide that number by what? 100. Then the remainder should end with 1 0. If there was an option like 10 here, then I would have gone for checking, because here also 0 is there, there also 0 is there. So fine. Since only 1 0 is there among the options, I am going ahead with that option. Okay. Next, data sufficiency. These are kind of problems where again your logical reasoning is checked. Logical reasoning is checked. In such questions, 2 statements will be given. Always you have to read one statement and immediately you have to go for the question. Because first statement is S1 alone is sufficient. Without reading the second statement, you have to decide whether statement 1 is sufficient or not. Then, while reading second statement, you should not have the hang of first statement at all. You should forget the first statement. Then we have to check whether the second statement is enough to solve the question. When, let's say, both are not enough, both in the sense both alone are not enough, then try to combine them. Even then, if you don't get the answer, then you say that neither of them or both of them together are not sufficient. So I'll take one question, and this has to be your mode of operation. Mode of operation. First think of statement 1, then go to question. There are not more than 2 figures on any page of 51 page book. There is a book of 51 pages. Totally 51 pages are there. And there are not more than 2 figures. Not more than 2 figures. So what all are the possibility of number of figures on each page? Not more than 2. 0 or 1. Correct? Now go to question. Don't read second statement at all. Otherwise your mind will be corrupt. Are there more than 100 figures in that book? In each page, either 0 or 1. 51 page book. So maximum number of pages is, maximum number of diagrams is 51. 51. Maximum is 51. Minimum possible number of diagrams or figures is 0. So the number of figures can be between 0 to 51. So they are asking, are there more than 100 figures in that book? The question is, can you answer the question or not? They are not asking you the answer. Here you see, in the following 3 questions, 2 statements S1 and S2 are followed by a question. Mark which of the statements these are sufficient to answer the question. They are not asking you the answer. They are asking you whether these statements are sufficient or not to get the answer. There are not more than 2 figures on any page of the book. Then go to the question. Are there more than 100 figures in that book? The minimum numbers of figures 0, 1. Now, don't read the second statement. I am asking you, are there more than 100 figures in the book? No. You are able to answer, right? Either in terms of yes or no, you are able to answer. Yes or no? So, with the statement 1, I can answer the question. Yes or no? They are not asking you the exact number. Are there more than 100 figures? No. Simple. Over. So, S1 alone is sufficient, right? Okay. We'll check for second one. Forget the first one, okay? Completely delete, erase it. Otherwise, it will have a very bad effect. There is at least 1 figure on every page. There is at least 1 figure on every page. There is at least 1 figure. Means what all options we have? At least 1. At least 1, no? At least 1, then 2, 3. At least 1, it can be 100 also, 100 figures a page. Yes. Now in this case, again go to question. Are there more than 100 figures in that book? What is the possibility of number of figures? At least 1. At least 1. If there is 1 figure every page, how many figures will get? 51. If there are 2 figures every page, how many figures will get? 102. Now tell me, are there more than 100 figures in that book? You can't say. There can be 51 also. That is less than 100, right? The minimum number of figures is 51. Maximum I don't know. But the question is what? Are there more than 100? Can you say pakka? So can't say. That is why with this statement alone, we cannot answer. With statement 1 alone, we can answer. With statement 2 alone, we cannot answer. When you are getting the answer within these 2 options, you don't have to look for other answers at all. S1 alone, yes, over. Your answer is over. If S2 alone was fine, then it would have been a problem. Both S1 and S together, again, like all three will appear correct then. But if you are getting the answer in these two, don't go for the third and fourth at all. So here S1 alone is sufficient for us to answer the question. Okay? Yes? If they ask exactly how many figures are there, then you cannot answer with any of them. Getting my point? If they ask the question, how many figures are there? You can't answer. Here, it can be anything. Here also it can be anything. But with the first statement, I can say, definitely there are no more than 100 figures. Less than 100 figures only. But here, we can't say. So, try to read this and try to analyze. Okay, these are very simple problems, but due to the lack of comprehension, we tend to make mistakes in this. They don't have anything to do with the numbers. It is about reasoning. N is a prime number. Don't go for second statement at all. N is a prime number. If N is unique natural number between 10 and 20, then what is N? N is a prime number. So they are telling between 10 and 20, there is one unique prime number. How many prime numbers are there between 10 and 20? 11, 13, 17 and 19. 4. We can't have just one prime number. So with this statement, I cannot answer. Yes or no? Now, forget about the first one. Prime also delete. This question is about prime number. That also you have to delete. Completely delete. N leaves a remainder of 1 when divided by 4. Think of a number N. It leaves a remainder of 1 when divided by 4. Okay? Okay, think of that number. Now go to the second question. Directly the question. If N is unique natural number between 10 and 20. So we are checking for the numbers between 10 and 20, which are leaving the remainder 1 after divided by 4. So basically the numbers have to be 4n plus 1. Take 13. 13. When you divide by 4, remainder will be 1. Think of 17. When you divide by 4, the remainder will be 1. So 13 and 17, two numbers we are getting. They are asking what? N is unique natural number. Can we answer? If N is unique natural number between 10 and 20, then what is N? Can we have one value for N? What is N? Either it can be 13 or 17. We can't say. So even we cannot answer with statement 2 alone. Then try to combine the statements now, because here S1 alone can't, S2 alone can't. Now both S1 and S2 together, let's see. N is a prime number. It leaves a remainder of 1 divided by 4. So 13 and 17 will satisfy that. Again, do we get one unique number? No, two numbers, two options are there. Even after considering both the statements, we cannot answer the question. We cannot answer the question. So finally, what we have to tick? Both S1 and S together are not sufficient. Yes? So this is the answer for that question. Next question. P and Q both are prime numbers. P and Q both are prime numbers. Don't read the second statement. P and Q both are prime numbers. Is PQ an odd integer? Can be. But are they asking can be? Can be PQ an odd integer? Is. Pakka. Is PQ an odd integer? Huh. Which numbers? Why can't I imagine 2 and 3? One chance is 2 and 3. 2 into 3 will give us one more chance is 3 and 5. That is, now tell me, is PQ this or this an odd integer? Can't say no. So with the first statement alone, I can't see. Forget the first statement. Delete. Prime number, all that thing you delete. Now, P plus Q is an odd integer. P plus Q is an odd integer. When we get the sum as odd, when we add, if we add two even numbers, do we get odd? If we add two odd numbers, do we get even? Or do we get odd? No. There has to be at least one odd and at least one even. Yeah. It should be either odd plus even or even plus odd. One number is even, one number is odd. Now read the second question. Is PQ an odd integer? PQ. That means we have to multiply them. Odd into even. What it will be? Odd into even. Take example, no, 3 into 4. Even into odd. Now answer, is PQ an odd integer? No. You are able to answer, right? So, with the S2 alone, we can get to the answer. If you combine both, if you read both the statements together, your mind will become organic manure. Okay? Seriously. So, always it is my humble request, read the statement, then read the question. Again, go to the second statement, then read the question. If you are able to answer with S1 alone, that is very good. If you can answer only with S2, very good. Stop there. If you get the answer in A and B. If you don't get, then go for that's third statement. Combine both the statements and check. If you are not getting answer there also, then go for the last option. Okay?
Yeah.
47. Their product is 21. Don't read second statement. Their product is 21. Two numbers. What are the two numbers? Can you answer? Don't give me the answer. Their product is 21. What are the two numbers? What are they? I would say it is wrong. What about 1 and 21? What about 1 and 21? Can be right. What are two numbers? One way you said 3 and 7. One way you are saying 1 and 21. There is no unique. So, now forget the first one. Forget the first one. Their sum is 10. What are the two numbers? First statement, forget, okay? Second statement, their sum is 10. What are two numbers? They can be anything, no? 1 and 9, 2 and 8, 3 and 7, 4 and 6, 5 and 5, anything. So can you answer with S2 alone? Yep. Then combine both the statements. Their product is 21. Sum is 10. Two options are there. In that we are selecting this. What are two numbers? 3 and 7. So we can answer this question with both the statements. With both the statements. Done? Cool? Yeah. See, questions per se. When you see the question, it is very easy. Very basic questions only. But when you have the habit of reading the statements together, that is the mistake that we do. So always statement 1 alone, then question. Statement 2 alone, then question. If you get the answer then and there only, that's very good. If you don't get the answer there, combine both the statements and get the answer. Otherwise, mark the last one, that is D. Or you have to check whether D is that option or C is that option. You have to be careful there. Okay? Then I have given you few problems to practice. I know nobody has done. If anybody has done it, that is the motivation level, you know. Motivation level. I think today in our world, there are more number of motivation speakers than the aspirants. And still, we are lacking motivation, you know. You check your WhatsApp status in the morning, motivation. Everyone is giving, everyone has become Swami Vivekananda now. Still we lack motivation. What to do? That is why we don't tell anything about motivation. When it is self-driven, then that is the ultimate motivation. You will listen to the lecture 1 hour, 2 hours. When you pass the gate, everything will become, again you will back to normal. Okay? Anyways, I had asked you to solve these questions. You are not done. Very good. Okay? Did I ask? No. That is why you are not done. Okay. That is also a good answer. Okay. See, from beginning, I am telling you that we use base 10 system. 2 and 5 are complementing each other. 2 and 5 are complementing each other. In this case, while you are multiplying with 5, if you are feeling difficulty, there is one easy method. Instead of writing 5, I'll write 10 by 2. Instead of writing 5, I'll write 10 by 2. Is that okay? So, this will become what? 436 into 10 divided by 2. Easily I will write 4360 by 2. Answer is 2180. If you are feeling multiplying with 5 as comfortable thing, you go ahead. I don't have a problem. But this is an easy method. Give 1 0 and divide by 2. Give 1 0, divide by 2. What about 25 when I am multiplying with 25? Can I write 100 by 4? Simply give 2 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 00 and divide by 4. You will get the answer. Yeah. I find this as easier one. If you are finding this as easy, I don't insist to do this method. Okay. Then 125. How can I express? 1000 divided by 8. That is why I have told always 2, 5 and 10 are complementing each other. See, here 110, 1 5 and 1 2. Here 100, 2 zeros. 5 into 5, 2 into 2. This is 5 square, this is 2 square, this is 10 square. 5 cube, 10 cube, 2 cube. Here, this is 5 to the power of 4. So that is why 10 to the power of 4 divided by 16. But this we hardly use, okay? This we hardly use. Even if you forget this, it's okay. But you remember these three things. For 125, 3 places. Even while checking the divisibility, I told you, na? For 2, we check 1 place. For 4, we check 2 place. For 8, we check 3 place. Similarly, for 5, we check 1 place. For 25, we check 2 places. For 125, we check 3 places. So 2, 5, 10, they have something to do with the places also. They have something to do with zeros also. Please keep this thing in mind. Wherever 5 is there, you can take the help of 2. Yep. So you solve. You write these things. With this, you can solve. Similarly, while dividing it by 5, can I divide it by 10 by 2? Or simply multiply by 2 by 10. Multiply by 2 by 10. That means what? Double the number, make double of the number, divide by 10. Whenever you divide by 10, what does that mean? You are shifting a point from the right towards left by 1 place. Yes? Divide by 10 means what? You are shifting a point, decimal point, from right side towards left for 1 place. Yes? Similarly, 25 will become what? Yes, similarly, multiply by, even if you drop the idea for this, I don't have a problem, divided by 10,000 by 16, that is multiply by, whatever we have done in the previous page, that we have to reverse. Because there we multiplied with 5, 25, 125. Here we are dividing with 5, 25 and 125. You solve them. You can solve them later. No issues. But this is the trick. Instead of 5, we are using 2 everywhere. So that is going to help us. Okay. Then 11. While you are multiplying by 11, how do you make the things simpler? How do you make things simpler? 11 can be written as 10 plus 1. This is what we do know in multiplication, 789 into 11. We'll write 789 first, then 789 we add. Correct? Same thing. Instead of 11, you will write 10 plus 1. That means 789 into 10, you will write 7890, then 1. 789. Yep. For 101, how do you write it? 100 plus 1. So 4, 5, 6, 7. For 100, give double zeros. Plus 4, 5, 6, 7. For 111, 2, 3, 4, 5, double zero for 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, single zero for 10, and 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1. But now people have lost this skill, you know, to write which number under what. People have lost this skill because of calculators. Here you will feel even more worse condition. Here, if I can write directly, it will be like this. I'm not using 0. If you want to use 0, this is how it will be. Yes? 3 zeros for 1000, 2 zeros for 100, and 1 0 for 10, and no 0 for 1. You calculate them, you get the answer. But I am telling you, wherever 5 is coming, take the use of 10 by 2. Wherever 11 is coming, 10 plus 1, 101, 100 plus 1, like that, 111, 100 plus 10 plus 1. 9. How do you do it? 9. Instead of 9, 10 minus 1. So 4523 single 0 for 10 minus 4523. This is how you do it. 99. 1236 00 for 100 minus 1236. Correct? 999. 2189 000 minus 2189. But be careful while you are writing. If you do by 9999, it will take a lot of time. Similarly here, you write 4 zeros, 3 zeros, 4238 0000 minus 4238. Can you calculate? Yes. Next. Already we have done this exercise. 45 into 45. Yes or no? While finding the squares of numbers ending with 5. 5 square 25. 15 square 225. Like that we have done, right? From 35 to 95. We have found out the squares. Okay. What did we do then? 5 5s are 25. Instead of 4 4s are 4 5s are. Correct? Apply the same method here. That is why I have given these problems along with this. Apply the same method. 7 3s are 21. Instead of 3 3s are 3 4s are. Somebody cross check with normal method. This is my raw method. Trick. This is trick. Check with normal calculation. 37 into 33. It is correct? Yes. So we can say verified. Quality check. Yeah. Then do this. 8 2s are 16. Instead of 4 4s are 4 5s are. Somebody wants to check. Check. Now you don't want to check. That is how you get cheated. You have to take everything objectively. Sir is good, we know. At times, circumstances can make him bad. Now check. 4 into 6, 24. Instead of 8 8s are, cross verify if anybody wants. Okay. I'll give one more problem. 47 into 44. 47 into 44. What is the answer? 4 7s are 28. Instead of 4 4s are 4 5s are. Now you have to cross check. Now you have to cross check. Two zero 6 8. So something must be wrong, right? All these are right. All these are right. This is wrong. Find the pattern. What might have gone wrong? Loud, Likita. Okay, you are close. Huh? See, for these type of questions, for this trick to be followed, first digits must be same. In all these, first digits are same. Here also first digits are same. What might have gone wrong? Second, sum of last digits must be 10. Sum of last digits must be 10. Check here. 5 plus 5, 10. 7 plus 3, 10. 8 plus 2, 10. Then 4 plus 6, 10. Correct? What about this? 7 plus 4, 11. So we cannot apply here. When the first digits are same and the last digits are giving us the sum of 10, then only we can apply. Why it is so, I can prove you, but you don't have that much time. Okay? So when such sums are coming, especially most applicable is here only. Most applicable is here only. Okay? I have left one more. It is not printed here. Tell me the other numbers. 91 and 89, 70 and 83, 76 and 84, 82 and 'Okay. Definitely it is not as we have solved in the previous page. They are different. What must be? Check. You forget about first digit and last digit. Okay. Now the sums are being given to you. Use some trick to get the answer very quickly. Here this is 91. This is 89. They are related to each other somehow. Okay, fine. They can be expressed with one more number. One common number. They can be expressed with one common number. Yes. Why I am writing this? I can write anything in terms of 90, right? Why I am writing here only? 90 plus 1 and 90 minus 1. They are in what form? A plus B into A minus B. A plus B into A minus B. What is the formula that we have for A plus B? So like, because formula na school times, especially 6th, 7th times na, what we have mugged up, we cannot forget them. But application we don't know. If they are fill in the blanks we get, but if we give the problems based upon them we can't solve. Okay, anyways, 90 plus 1, 90 minus 1. So this is A, this is B. This is A, this is B. A square minus B square. Yes. So 90 square minus 1 square. 90 square minus 1 square. So what it will be? 8100 minus 1. This is 8099. Can we do the same thing with these three also? How we can express 77 and 83? A minus B, A plus B. Formula remains the same, though we interchange A plus B and A minus B. So 80 square minus 3 square. 6400 minus 9. 6391. Fine. Similarly, 80 square minus 4 square. Similarly, 80 square minus 2 square. So wherever we get such numbers in our calculations, we should try to solve them. We should try to solve them like that. Okay, fine. Cool.